What the Fouad and Martin case is really about. In the bodybuilding world, there isn't a legal case between Fouad Abiad and Martin Fitzwater. Instead, the story people talk about involves commentary, opinions, and discussions from Fouad Abiad's media platform, Fouad Abiad Media, where Martin Fitzwater has been featured and debated by fans and pundits. Let's break this down clearly so you can use it in your video. Fire 1. Martin Fitzwater's rising status. Martin Fitzwater is considered one of the breakout stars of the men's open division. In 2024 and 2025, he earned a top 5 finish at Mr. Olympia on his debut, placing 4th, a major achievement. He has competed and won major pro shows like the EVLS Prague Pro and continued strong placings, showing considerable muscle size, conditioning, and symmetry. This rise made him one of the most talked about competitors in the sport. Counterclockwise arrows 2. How Fouad Abiad enters the conversation. Fouad Abiad is a longtime IFBB pro and well-known media figure in bodybuilding. He now runs a major YouTube/media channel where athletes, fans, and commentators talk about the latest developments. At least one widely shared conversation involving Fouad, Nick Walker, and Martin Fitzwater revolved around pushpin comments on Nick Walker and Matt Jansen situation. Fouad weighed in on the split between Nick Walker and his longtime coach Matt Jansen, a topic that generated debate in the community. Fouad expressed that both Walker and his coach share responsibility for how things unfolded, i.e., preparation, split, and related issues. Martin himself discussed this too, acknowledging that both athlete and coach have roles in readiness and performance. So the Fouad and Martin case isn't a fight between them, but a public discussion where Fouad often hosts Fitzwater or his coach to talk about competitive topics and give context to fans. Gold medal 3. Bodybuilding commentary, Fouad supporting debate. Fouad Abiad's podcasts and YouTube content often include interviews with top pros like Martin Fitzwater, debates and opinions about recent contests, physique comparisons, and athlete status, analysis of competitive results and strategy. In this context, people often refer to the Fouad and Martin thing as a segment on Fouad's show where Martin was a guest or where commentators talked about him, not a personal dispute or legal case. Collision 4. A relevant recent statement. According to recent bodybuilding news, Fouad Abiad said that if Nick Walker returns to full strength, he could beat both Andrew Jacked and Martin Fitzwater on stage, because Walker has more overall muscle and conditioning when at his best. This kind of analysis stirs conversation among fans about who should be considered top in the division, which fuels the storyline drama the podcast episode was referring to. Trophy 5. Summary of the real Fouad-Martin situation. Heavy checkmark. It's not a legal feud, it's about media discussion and opinions. Heavy checkmark. Fouad Abiad often hosts or comments on Martin Fitzwater's performances and career. Heavy checkmark. Martin Fitzwater has been gaining attention for strong placings and physique development, making him a frequent subject of analysis. Heavy checkmark. Fouad's commentary tries to place Fitzwater's progress in context with other top athletes like Nick Walker.